Okay.
I'm in.
Okay. So basically,
So,
I wanted to run up and take some pot shots with my bow cavalry, but unfortunately, he had such long lines I couldn't flank properly.
those lines, dude. Plus, he's got armored horse archers, which are gonna take a lot more damage than your normal horse archer units,
Yeah,
which only 10 armor
I
compared to what
actually
these
won
guys.
against
35.
them in the end, but yes,
All right,
you
so
just have to see. I couldn't do much really.
yeah, it was the same with my side. I've got the Syrian archers fending off my bow cav. Plus, I got very low armor, so if the Syrian archers got a shot into me, I'm pretty much screwed there. So I just pulled off, and good thing about this is he's pulling off all of his Syrian archers, which means I can use my Parthian Persian Parthian light archers to get some free shots into his infantry, pretty much. So basically, yeah, we're going against Rome. He took 4 armor legionaries and 4 Turarii, 1 Hastati, a general's legatus, 3 auxiliary cavalry, 3 Syrian archers, and Samaria took, I think it was 6 hoplites, 3 Sumerian noble infantry, and I think it was 4 citizen cavalry, and 2 armoured horse archers, and 2 Sumerian heavy archers. And my friend took Armenia. He's taken 3 elite archers, 5 Catholic axemen, and he's got 2 Persian cavalry there, and 2 mostly Cappadocian cavalry, and he's got the horse archers, Persian hoplite there, General's Royal Cataphract, and then my army's literally just Eastern Cataphract, General's Royal Cataphract, 4 Parthian swordsmen, 3 Persian hoplites, 2 Persian light archers, 2 Median cavalry, and obviously the horse archers with this Sarmatian lancer, which is more just a sacrificial unit. I wanted to use it to try and get away his ranged, but they're kind of protected from auxiliary cavalry. You know, it's a bit risky to go in there just like that. So Ronald's being pushed back quite heavily around here.
Yeah, that's why I'm separating Catholic axemen and 1 axeman from my main force to help out the engagement if hoplites really want to engage me in combat.
Ooh. So in fact,
they turn around.
He turned around, but you got a really nice javelin throw in his back there, and actually you do catch him in the end. But then you pull back.
Yeah.
So I
if you think about it, my army is not meant to deal with such an army.
No, basically we both had very weak infantry armies here. I pulled back here at this point because I thought Ronald was going to pull back as well, since he was taking range damage from the heavier archer unit. So I pulled back slightly, and then it looks like Ronald is getting rushed by this giant line of hoplites here. So I'm not doing too badly on my side. I'm sort of just kicking it back here, just relaxing at the moment, getting all my cavalry around the side to try and box these Romans in, just holding some of their cavalry in place and some more units. The big mistake the Roman did is not using his Syrian archers to actually wear down my line. So I focused on the armored legionaries over here, and I've really done some damage to them, which is good for me. Ronald's now engaged, and I'm telling Ronald, oh, why did you not pull back with me? But actually, this worked to our favour in the end. We're actually able to outflank the Roman fairly effectively. So I make a slightly longer line on my Persian hoplites just to fit all these Roman units in there. So this is a huge mistake Rome made here as well. He really should have outflanked me and just sent 1 unit to deal with the Persian hoplites instead of me catching every single one of his infantry units there. I backed this one up, I think, in the end, but I ended up flanking round.
Yeah.
So this entire army here is just completely boxed in because I've got cavalry threatening him. Ronald is doing fairly well against his first hoplite rush there, but his flank is still being attacked pretty aggressively by these armoured horse archers, which are doing some damage to him. So I was about to start flanking my Roman here, but then Ronald was like, oh, hang on, I've got my cataphracts, so I can do some rear charges. So I thought, oh, okay, that's a great idea. So we started doing that, and I think that's really what did some damage. So I put my guys in the hoplite wall now, and I'm focusing fire on this unit here, because it's the bit of a threat. So a mistake which I made was get my cataphracts get hit, but I did manage to spot that and pull them out. So the good thing also is the Chari aren't doing too much damage to my Persian hoplites as they could have been, and these rear shots are going to start bringing these Romans down fairly effectively actually. So they're already on yellow morale, and plus I think I'm using this one to weaken that side, and I'm going to bring that one to pin that unit down. So I'm harassing. Actually, I got caught there with my my weaker unit cavalry, but I sent my Median cavalry in, sorry, to try and pin those down. I've got these horse archers to keep harassing these Chari and their ranged units, doing some pretty good damage. So mess up my Median cavalry there, but they do come out on top pretty well in the end. No, thank you. So basically, I've managed to pin down this armoured legionary unit, but it's taken so much damage from range it should rout pretty quick. Still getting shot in the back. Ronald's doing a great job on the. Ronald's doing an absolutely great job. Yeah, I've paused it.
Did you miss the miss it when my Persian cavalry charged that hoplite unit? Or
Which one?
the one that was covering the general.
Oh, that one. Oh, I see. Yeah, you just charged them there. Yeah, you just charged them right now.
Because they are in one long line.
You smashed through
they
basically.
can't block charges effectively. So
Yeah.
I could get a charge into his general and pin down his Syrian archers and some other cavalry of his.
Mm. Yeah, and Neodar is saying, imagine if Rome didn't engage with all its units and turned around and engaged you in the back, it could have gone quite wrong. But if Rome did do that, the Cataphract general would have absolutely annihilated Rome by hitting him in the back, so technically it could have also worked fairly well for us. So the game is still paused for me, Ronald. So you can see on this flank over here, Ronald's managed to deal with these. He's done fairly well against these armoured horse archers. I mean, he's still got a unit up here. Actually, this unit would probably win because they're in a much higher ground actually, and they're in a forest against this unit, citizen cavalry. Oh, actually, citizen cavalry. I thought that was an armoured horse archer. Oh no, so he won against armoured horse archers. And in fact, the good thing about Ronald here is he's done so much damage with Kartli Axemen, which is great against the hoplites. And as you see where the Roman was, they're now pretty much utterly surrounded. And these Cataphract charges from Ronald has really messed them up. So, what else is going on here? So yeah, obviously still harassing these Charia units with my ranged. Trying to get my Cataphracts in through somehow. Trying to find a little gap, so I managed to find one there. I'm trying to get through there. It's difficult to attack this area because there's so much Charia basically. And I'm trying to bring my general around here because I thought I could do some more damage somewhere, but the Chari are a strong unit. He probably shouldn't have engaged them in my hoplites though, as he's done there. But yeah, the Roman really didn't really do too well against me. I did manage to pin down most of his army though. So then my hoplite unit there did waver and it did rout, but I managed to back them up because I obviously had the spare units which he could have pinned down to deal with that. So I'm gonna press play now, Ronald. Okay, you ready? So yeah, so basically over here, Ronald managed to catch the Roman general pretty well. So let's go. So I spot this unit of auxiliary cavalry coming in, so I start to get rid of it because it's going to hit my guys in the back. And so far, I did manage to get it quite well. I didn't get a very good charge at me, so my archers are still raining down this unit, completely destroying it. And that's going to waver now. It's going to go. The auxiliary cavalry just took a Cataphract charge, so it shouldn't last too long. And as you see over here, the thing which my friend was talking about, the Persian against the general, I didn't really do too well because it did get caught by the hoplites, but he did just smash through it. I lost my cavalry fight over here though because there's infantry in there. My range is doing fairly well though overall. My Cataphracts are just sitting here though. But as soon as I spot this Roman general going in, I instantly target him with my archers, and Ronald targets him with his own general, and that's pretty much game over for that guy there. So on this side, the hoplites, they don't fare well against Kartli Axemen. Purely because Kartli Axemen are strong and hoplites aren't really going to do too well against them. That stabbing animation with an axe. Okay. So the good thing about this is Ronald has done a lot of damage to his opponent there, also while helping me. So I'm now getting my Cataphracts ready to do some damage. Instead of shooting the general, because we've got so much Cataphracts in there, I moved these guys here and I started shooting this unit here, I think. In a second I'll make them do that once I realise they're in position. Yep, there you go. So Ronald blocked that charge there, and I'm pulling out, and I'm going to get my Camel Cataphracts in against that auxiliary cavalry to try and rout them quicker, since they've got a scare effect against cavalry. My easy Cataphracts do get stuck a bit though, but I do start pulling them out. So, these guys are pretty much running out of ammunition now, so I'm pulling them back. That Cataphract unit is just sat in there though. I kind of forgot about it a bit. I'm trying to bring my general all the way around over here. So on Ronald's side, Ronald did really well. He's getting some nice charges in there as well, but it looks like his Cappadocian cavalry almost got caught there. But he did alright at pulling that out just in the last second. So rear charges with Camel Cataphracts, the Chariot, absolutely flattening them. It's going to make that side rout basically, and because of the help from the Cataphracts earlier in the game, my men had managed to survive just long enough. I think my guys started shooting there all by themselves actually, yeah they did. So I'm still harassing and pinning down units here because of my range cav, and I started targeting his range, and it's doing a lot of damage really. So I did realise that this unit is back now, and I'm going to target that ranged unit there in a second. If we have a little look, should do it in a second there. So anyway, this unit is going to do a bit of issue to me though. But because we're winning on this side, and I've got 2 Cataphract units over here as well now, bring them back round, and we'll start doing some hammer and anvil as well. So the Cataphracts did a lot of damage for us here. Oh, there you go, they've gone into there now. That's another ranged unit gone pretty much. And these are just my pretty weak unit as well, and they're doing a great job for me. So I'll start pushing these up again. It charges me in the back, but I try to stop it with my Eastern Cataphracts. Not very nice charge for me, but there's another absolutely fantastic charge by Persian cavalry and followed by Royal Cataphracts, doing a lot of damage. I start shooting this because it's a hoplite, sorry. It's a very thin line, so my archers aren't getting very good damage to it. But just to get out of the game, weaken it down a bit, it's pretty good for us because we've pretty much got mostly just cavalry remaining. The Camel Cataphracts would take out this heavy arch unit. I just saw it sat there, so I thought, why not? And also, because I've pinned that unit down on my cavalry unit, I've managed to take this unit out completely out of the game. It's completely dead now. So we completely routed the Roman in this area, and I'm still pinning one Roman down here. We're going to try and take out this one out of some rear charges as well now. So I did a target order on that to get the citizen cavalry quickly. I could have probably done something better with this and brought him over here, but I thought we might as well just get that out of the game so it doesn't pin down one of our cavalry units while we're trying to do some hammer and anvil. So over here, another Persian cavalry charge is going to rout that unit there. Did a very good job. And here's just Ronald's army now. It's pretty much just down to cavalry and an axeman unit, but he's holding this unit back here with his archers, so that helped quite a lot. He really did pin that the units down there. So I'm trying to wear down these Shari now because I wasn't too sure if I'd be able to win infantry fight. And actually, I almost get caught here. It's kind of my own fault, really. Actually, I do get caught, but I managed to pull out of that and goes to the right. So my general just charged in the back of this unit here because I had him back round. Because after that, I put one this side and I brought one. I think over here it was. I can't remember where. Get rid of those units. This unit is weakened down so much now, and it's a very thin line. So I just get my general to charge it. It should pretty much destroy that hoplite unit. As you see, it should start routing now. It's on red morale instantly, and it's gone. So I start moving up my men over here to try to pin down those. Camel Cataphracts back coming back round. It's a bit of a mess now for the Roman though. I mean, he's not got much units left. They're pretty much down to pretty much nothing now. My Parthian swordsmen are in there, pinning down the rest of his army. The Cataphract charge here is going to absolutely demolish this Chiari unit. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely demolished. And that's pretty much the Roman dealt with then. I mean, there's just this one started unit left, but there's not much he can really do. So he did manage to beat that unit there. I think that's a Roman probably going to start routing. I actually hid my archers in there so they didn't take unnecessary losses with them. And unfortunately, these are still shooting and actually hitting our own men a bit. So the Roman is mass routing, and it's pretty much game over there. So what's left now is the 2 Cimmerian noble infantry. So Ronald did extremely well considering he only had he didn't really have his cavalry to deal with them, the enemy units, but his cavalry axemen held so well. So what I do here is I line up against him, pretending I'm going to charge him with my Parthians, and instead I was going to charge my Camel Cataphracts instead. So I start pulling back here. Unfortunately, they moved back really weirdly, and the thing is, I wasn't really looking, and I end up ruining my charge by rolling into Ronald's Cartley axemen. But the charge still pulls off fairly well. it lowers their morale long enough because they're in such a thin line they can't brace for impact. So these guys have got expert charge defense and they just couldn't take it, and it's because they're in such a thin line. That charge there, and in fact this guy's about to start routing. I did switch to fire rounds on my horse archers, but wasn't able to get a volley off quick enough. But still, I mean, they just rout. So it was a pretty good game in the end. I mean, the Roman made way too many mistakes in that, really, which cost the fight for them, I think. So yeah, I mean, you can even see like all the Roman units in these. There's just 3 blobs basically I got here of just dead Romans, and 1 over here as well, a 4th one. And Ronald's doing very, very long lines, but I think he did extremely well. But again, I mean, it's a bit odd fighting against long lines like that. I mean, he couldn't really outflank him at all. But in the end, Ronald just helped me out with the cataphracts, and that pretty much won it for us. So let's have a little look at the stats. So there you go. I mean, it's pretty. We got pretty much equal sort of stats. I mean, he took a bit more damage because he left his army to just pretty much hold Cimmeria in place. In fact, he did so much damage to it anyway, so he did really well. So it's a good 2v2. I mean, say this isn't carried into too much there for Cimmeria. Ronald's cut the Axemen, I think. Where are they? They did really well actually. And yeah, so it was pretty good. Let's check my stats. You see, a lot of my Eastern cataphracts are pretty much alive fairly well, and the Count cataphracts are my general. Then I didn't have to do that much damage in the end because the Romans were completely just compact. So every time we charged them, they sort of just took way too much morale debuffs there. So it worked pretty well. My Parthian swordsman did a fantastic job. The Roman, as you see, his armored legionaries didn't do well at all. In fact, I mean, my Persian hoplite actually did more damage than one of the armored legionaries. So, I mean, what the Roman really should have done was when he hit my front line, he should have split his army up and just outflanked. He actually could have used his hostility to hit one of my Persian hoplites. It probably would have won. Outflanked with his armored legionaries, and then that would have pinned down my Parthian sword. I would have been in a lot more trouble. He didn't quite use his Syrian archers that effectively. He could have, in fact, he could have just won the range fight if he just kept them to his side. I mean, I guess the issue about going against Parthia or something is whether the movable horse archers you have, where they're very, very quick at moving, and you just flank round, do some rear shots, take out the cavalry, all that stuff. So it's pretty tricky. But I mean, they should have won the infantry fight quite decisively, but they weren't able to outflank, and I think pinning the units down, the Persian hoplites worked pretty effectively there. So, but I mean, GG to help, and I cannot pronounce that, but I guess it's Polish. He did pretty well, but he should have outflanked. Sub-8 there, it's Ronald, little buddy. He's a very good job. So well done, Ronald, for helping me out against a Roman. It was a very good game there. Yeah, it was a good game in the end. So.